Hey YouTube, the plan was to do a video of cutting abilities of my new Hypertherm. However, I needed to do some gouging to cut up my cable and a couple of other things and try and preserve the parts for reuse. So this is a video instead. We'll get to the other one later. The Hypertherm comes with two sets of consumables, one for normal cutting and another for gouging. At this point I had the normal cutting nozzle on, and the first thing to do is to change that out and put on the gouging nozzle. I thought I'd start off by cutting up this lightweight RHS frame. Well, that didn't go as planned at all. I don't know what sort of paint was put on this. I picked it up on a scrap heap and just thought, oh, that'll come in handy. But whatever paint is on this, it has to be ground off to get an electrical contact, and even after it's ground off, the plasma cutter doesn't want to cut through it. It bubbles up and blows back and gums up the nozzle of the plasma cutter. So I'll just have to get a grinder out and a cut-off wheel and hack it up that way. I'll try pulling the table apart, see how that goes. That's made of RHS, which is 50mm by 25mm by 1.6mm walls. And for the Americans in the audience, that's 2x1 by 1/16 of an inch. It also has some angle iron on it, which is 25mm by 25mm by 3mm. And again, for the Americans, that's inch by inch by just under 1/8 of an inch thick. I want to pull this apart and try and preserve all the pieces so that I can reuse them to build something else. Hopefully, plasma gouging will let me do this. Couple of gouges through on the earlier ones. Another one there. That was a later one. I think I've improved a bit. I don't think Hypertherm will ever hire me to do the demo video, but it's getting better anyway. And this is the remains of an old microwave oven. The metal here is very thin and it's spot welded together, and I want to see if I can just blow off the spot welds and see how much damage I do to the underlying metal. metal is thin, as I said. It's about 25 thousandths of an inch, about 0.6 of a millimetre. So really, really thin. And I'm going to turn the Hypertherm down to 10 amps, which is its lowest setting. See if I can work out a technique where I can just blow out the spot weld from the top without damaging the base too much. I didn't quite get all of the spot welds as well as I might have hoped. It took a bit of persuasion to start the back coming off. Once I got it started, it came away fairly easily. All in all, not too bad considering it was really thin metal and I was trying very, very hard not to burn through it. So consequently some of the gouges didn't go quite deep enough. I pulled away before they could go as deep as needed, trying to avoid burning through the bottom layer. No, it didn't separate as well as it might have. But that's the piece that was underneath. Initially I got some big holes in it. Subsequently I managed to burn a couple as well, there and there. It's a tiny one. A couple of smaller ones here and there. But there and there couldn't have been any better than that. And yeah, with a bit more practice I think you'd be able to preserve that and probably get a cleaner separation as well. Here's a close-up of some of the gouges that I did. This is about an average of what I was able to achieve. You'll note there's a small crater just where the spot weld was, but it came away fairly clean. This next one shows some of the best and the worst of the gouging that I did. You'll notice the arrows point to a couple of holes where I blew through the base layer, and some of the rest of it though is amongst the best that I did, where there's hardly any mark in the base metal at all. And I put a pair of calipers on the metal to show the thickness. This has imperial and metric readouts. It's 0.6 of a millimetre and 23 thousandths of an inch, but that includes the paint layer, so I guess we're looking at about 20 thousandths of an inch and a little bit under 0.6 of a millimetre. I think it's safe to say that with a little bit of practice you could remove the spot welds from 20 thou thick mild steel all day every day and barely touch the base layer. Thank you for watching. Until next time.